Hello, you all. Hello. Welcome back to Journey Through Alkemulan. You are very welcome. So today, right now, you guys, I'm coming to you and my spirits are, they're not in the you know, they're not, it's not, I'm not upbeat right now, as I'm sure you can see. I'll say that. And I'm not in the best of spirits right now in this moment. I have shared all of my experiences with you guys thus far, from, you know, our move from America, you know, up until this point. I am not going to hide anything from you all. And it would be deceitful and just inauthentic and just plain wrong of me to not be transparent when it relates to all of my experiences here in Tanzania. And I have to tell you all what happened to us today. And it just really made me angry and sad, but more so angry. And there is a lot of corruption that goes on here in Tanzania, you guys, and you have to know that. There is a lot of corruption. This place is consumed with corruption. And I want you guys to know that. I don't want to sugarcoat things and make you think that you're going to come here and everything is going to be all hunky-dory, you know, and everything is going to be just blissful. You know, it's not. There are some things here that are very bad. There are just systems in place that need to be eradicated. You know, what we experience in America with the, you know, just the constant oppression and the abuse by the police against us. You know, I had an encounter today with the police, my son and I, here, that made me feel like I was in America. So since we got here, let me just tell you guys straight up what happened. So since we've gotten here, we noticed, you know, when we've had our drivers taking us places, like I've had multiple drivers being pulled over multiple times. There have been times where we've been in the car and our driver is pulled over in a row, like 3 or 4 times in a row. What they do here, so you guys know that they have the police station throughout certain locations. And just at any random moment, for no reason at all, you know, the police officers will just flag you and tell you to pull over. And so they're looking for, who knows, okay? Really, most often they're looking for money, okay? But they pretend and they ask you if you have your license, if you have your insurance, if you have all of the things that you're supposed to have, like your, they have to have fire extinguishers and the little triangle hazard sign in case, you know, there are any mechanical difficulties with the vehicle. And there are, you know, just other things that they're required to have in their vehicle. And they'll go and they'll ask, and sometimes they'll ask the driver to get out of the vehicle and show them those things. And I have seen with my eyes on multiple occasions where my driver has had everything that they have asked, and they make things up. And some of them are so bold, you guys, where they will just straight up ask. I had one that asked my driver for money, pesa for chakula, which is food. Grown ass men and women who chose a profession that could not feed their family. And they find it fit to go around and extorting money, taking money, stealing money from their sisters and brothers who are also struggling to take care of their families. And they are willing to take food from the mouths of their brother and sister's children just to put it in their own. This is what's going on here. I've seen it. So today, we are pulled over. My driver's pulled over. And this woman, police officer, and this male police officer, female and male police officers. But it's the female that's leading this. And she's the one that asked him to pull over. And so I can hear her because I can understand a bit of Swahili, good enough to understand most of the time what is being said. And so she asked for his identification. He gave her the identification. And so every time we're pulled over, let me tell you guys, I look at them. I look at them like I'm looking through their soul. Because I have seen, them in action. And stealing money from the people and abusing their police power. Utterly abusing it. So I look at them. And so I'm looking at her and I have my phone in my hand. Because I was already doing something with my phone. And after he gives her the idea, she is talking to him in Swahili, and she is saying that he had his headphones in while driving. Now, I can't say exactly what the laws are here in Tanzania. For one, let me just clearly state that he did not have any headphones in whatsoever. His phone was down and it was charging. He did not have any headphones. He doesn't even own headphones. So he didn't have any in. So let me just state that emphatically. And so I don't know what the laws are here, but that should be good as opposed to him holding, it should be good that he actually, if he did own headphones and have them, for them to be in as opposed to him actually holding the phone in his hand or in speaker or holding it up to his ear. That's hands-free. Now, again, they may not have that law here. I don't know. Things are so muddy here. That's another thing. Things are just so muddied here. And they're covered up by corruption. So the truth, the truth is just non-existent. And so, so if he did have them in, it shouldn't be a problem. However, if that is a law here that you can't have headphones and he did not have any in. So now the Spirit is revealing her intentions, and her intentions is to get money from the driver by making up a lie. And my driver is telling her, I did not have earphones in. I don't have any earphones. And he kept explaining to her that my phone is sitting here on the charger. It's just here on the charger. And he kept explaining that to her. And she just kept on saying, no. And I said, tell me exactly what she's saying. She's saying that somebody called her. I don't know who that somebody is, and told her that he had headphones in his ear. I mean, this is just utterly ridiculous, you guys. And I said, well, tell her that I have evidence that you did not have headphones in your ear. And he told her, and she said, oh, she's recording, because I heard the word recording. She starts to go crazy ballistic, you guys. And, oh no, recording me, no, see him. So she's saying she wants my phone. I'm saying I'm not going to give her my phone. And so then she continues to escalate this and try to intimidate me when I have done nothing wrong, but call her out on her lie and her attempt to extort money. And so the other, I said, you know what, please, can we have a supervisor come to speak with a supervisor? Now, my spirit was saying probably nothing will be done, but let's just speak with the supervisor, because when you have behavior tells you the story. And if they were afraid of the repercussions of their lies and their corruption, they wouldn't gladly call a supervisor to the scene or say, oh, I'm going to take you in. So she's saying, oh, let's go to Central. Let's go to Central. So she wants to take us to the police station. Now, my son is in the car, you guys. Okay. So she wants us to take it to, I said, well, fine, we can go to the police station. First, she was telling me, she was demanding my phone, and I told her no. So then she said, well, let's go to the police station. Fine. So then she was saying, no, we're going to take her, like she was going to take me in to the police station. I said, I'd like to see her try it. No, really. I've done absolutely nothing wrong here but expose her lie. So then we get to the police station, you guys, and my driver is trying to calm the waters because this is what they're used to. And this is all they know how to do is bow and bend. So I can't blame him for that. So he's talking to the male officer and the female who stopped us. And the male officer comes around to the side of the car where I am sitting and moves the seat and saying, come. And I said, no, I am not moving from this vehicle. There's no reason for me to move from this vehicle. And then the lady is like, her SIM, meaning phone. She wants my phone. You're not going to get my phone. So then my driver is out there and he's talking to them and he's talking to them now. I haven't been able to do anything that I set out to do today just because they want to steal money. Okay? And so he's talking to them, and then they finally come. He comes back to the car and he says, let's just go in and let's talk to the supervisor. And so I called an attorney on the phone, and then I asked, I said, is it against law in Tanzania, to have a recording of the police officer, when you're being stopped? And she said, no, but it's kind of, she said, it's kind of like unclear or it's like muddy. She said, if they are doing an investigation and you are recording, somehow that can interfere with their investigation. She said, but if there is corruption and you're recording, then that's not against. But how are you, let's say at that moment she was attempting corruption because she was lying and saying he had earphones and he didn't. So then am I then supposed to pull my phone out and say, oh, this is corruption, let me pull my phone out? And who's going to continue the corruption? So it just doesn't even make any sense. I had already had my phone out before she even came to the car, you guys. And so, so I said, fine, I will gladly go in. And so I kept the attorney on the phone so that she can hear. So when we step in, and my son is again with me and the driver, and I sit down, my son sits down. You guys, this guy who's supposed to be the supervisor is staring me and my son down. He looks like he hates us. this is the absolute truth, you guys. He was looking at us like this. And I went to take, this is very upsetting. I went to take the hood off of my son's head. It's, you know, it's chilly here in Arusha. And so I took my son's hoodie off of his head, you know, and just gave him, you know, just a calming pat, just a supportive, like, it's okay. And he looked like, and I'm just like, and so she's talking to him in Swahili, giving him her story. I already knew we weren't going to get anywhere. I already knew that they were all complicit with the corruption. They have to be. They have to be, because they wouldn't be so bold. And so then he says, Sin. He's demanding my phone. And I said, no, you are not getting my phone. And he became angry and said, get out now. And so I said, come on, Josiah, let's go, son. I did not want my son to witness anymore. I didn't come here to have my son witness his mother being harassed, being disrespected, being dishonored by the police. We see enough of that in America. We've been through enough in America, KKK. And I never thought, and maybe it was naive of me, I never thought that I would go through something like that here, and that my son would have to witness that. We did nothing wrong. They did the wrong. And the way that that man looked at my child and I, it was disgusting. And they had no shame, you guys. They had no shame about their corruption and their lying. They were all complicit. It could have went wrong for me, but I am a fearless being and a fearless lioness. And I had to tell my son, I said, listen, if something happens to me, you grieve for your short period of time. And you rise like a lion, and you continue the fight for the liberation of your people, and you don't stop until they're liberated or until your time has come for you to ascend. Don't you ever live in fear. I told him we come from ancestors who were ripped to pieces by dogs, who were hung by trees like fruit. This is who we come from, who had fire hoses put on them, who were spat on. This is the stuff that we're made of. And I'm angry, and this shit has to stop, that my son had to witness that crap. So I am not saying that you all will experience the same thing. And this is not to discourage you, because you can have your peace in Al-Kabilan. And I want you all to know that. I want you to know that. But I would be lying and I would be deceitful if I did not share with you all of our experiences, just as I promised you all when I started this channel. And you have to know that it could possibly happen to you. It doesn't mean that it will. But I want you to be aware of the things that go on here so that you all can prepare yourself and so that you all can protect yourself. I rarely cry, but this shit is not okay. But I shall not be moved from Al-Kabilan. I shall not be moved. And you know, you guys, we planned on making Gambia our home. We planned on just really journeying through Al-Kabilan, and we still plan on doing that. Because maybe Tanzania is just not the place for us, and that's okay. Alkebulan is vast, you guys. Our continent is vast. And I am not, it doesn't mean that all of us have to come here either. I want you guys to know that this entire planet belongs to us. It was created by our ancestors, this universe. It started with us and it's going to end with us. We have got to get it together. We have got to get it together. So I want you guys to be able to protect yourself. Yes, learn the laws of the land and make sure that you're following them. But don't be afraid to stand up for truth and justice. Use your wisdom. Use your wisdom. You know, my spirit, I listen to my spirit. I spend lots of time just meditating, you guys. I am an introvert, but I am called to do this for you guys. I'm led here, and I'm always led by the Spirit. I always listen to the Spirit. And you have to use the wisdom. You have to really be in tune. And the Spirit just said, no, do not give them your phone. You did nothing wrong. Stand and you will be protected. This is what I heard. So I followed it. He said, stand and you're going to be protected. You know, and he was really calling officers over prior to us going inside of that station to possibly have me move from the car by force. And I stood. And I knew the ancestors were with me, and I knew the Most High was with me. Well, he said he knew when I stood up to that so-called supervisor who was complicit with the corruption, who had such disdain in his eyes and his heart for me and my son, who he never ever met, who came here so that we could live freely and in peace, so that we can regain our sovereignty, so that we can start a business here to help the people here. But these people, you've got to want to help yourself. You can't do things that are counterproductive to your liberation. You can't do things that perpetuate your poverty. They perpetuate their own poverty. This is a docile peace, is what I see. It's an inauthentic peace. So it makes me not even want to go on ahead and open up my business here. I have helped so many people here. That's what I do. If I see a need, I help. But you're not going to steal money from me. I've already experienced that. You're not. But you're also not going to intimidate me and harass me and abuse me. I came from that crap in America, and I'm not going to stand for it here. So I just wanted to share this experience with you guys. And I still welcome you to come and let you know that this place is vast. And if you desire to come back to Alkebulan, you know, definitely, I always tell you guys, do your research. I just bring you my experiences in hopes that it will help you make a well-informed decision. But it's vast, and there is a place for you here, you guys, in Alkebulan. I want you all to know that. And I want you all to know that I love you guys. So until next time, be good.